Welcome all, welcome back in a new video. It's a while that I recorded one. I have spent some time in other fields. I am a part of the airport CEO community. There were some internal and external tests that I participated in. Besides that, I joined the Land of Lion test from Ubisoft. Some very nice stuff is in the pipeline over there. I liked playing and reporting back to them. In between, I built a level with only the old world and the new world build up. In this level, I aimed to build a lot of world fairs, so I could boost production a lot. So that last game that I built, I had a real shortage of specialists, and especially inventions. So I aimed for a lot of inventions. So let's take a look around in the level. This was my starter island. It has become my industry island. Um, all the world fairs that I have focus on creating science fairs. And you can see I concentrated like all my buildings around specialists. Recently I learned there is a nice specialist for the oil fields that I didn't use yet. I'll come to that later. This is a very nice guy for bicycle factories and a Trollswoman substitute workforce item. And you can see I also use a lot of items for wood. On this level I reached 100,000 investors within only the old world, so I have no cape build up, and everything is supplied at a lot of islands. Not all islands have everything supplied, I think. Yeah, maybe I do, I don't, not for sure. Yeah, I think I stabilized everything finally. Yeah, this is my island with the bulk of my farmers and workers. It's a production island that I recently conquered from IA. I did some experiments with oil for tractors. I didn't build a lot of tractors before, so this was the first level that I really focused on tractors. And here I built it within the trade union. Later on I realized you can even have it like nearby. Oh. So I now muted the messenger. But I like building it near the trade union, but in future builds I discovered you not really have to, as long as it's in range. You can see the streets and they have a decent range. So yeah, I built a few because I wanted the oil production challenge. I don't need it anymore. I asked Ubisoft for a way to see which exhibition is ready, but since I have a lot of them over here, and my aim on every island was 10,000 investors. What was quite a challenge. Here's one of my bigger islands. Just because I run out of influence, I built onward over here. And you see this guy, the Bechamal converter, all ironwork and foundries. But I didn't know it's also for oil fields. So the Bechamal converter can also be used for oil fields. And at 60%. So that's very nice. And for in the new world you have the minus 50% workforce. So that's very nice to have in a new world. So I will really use that in the future. You can see we make a lot of filaments because we have Susan fitted for the cap assembly. Let's take a look into production. Fish, there's a lot of overproduction. Snaps too. I ship it to Anno because then I make more rum. So the overproduction is mostly focused on rum. Classes could use some extra in the future. I do not have a lot of garricks. I could look for more garricks if I want to. This island does my gold production. You can see I make enough clocks at the moment. Here I do have 2 garricks. Maybe I do have garricks everywhere now. I don't know for sure. Yeah, it seems mostly people have garricks now. Here's my fur production. You see, with higher forest density. Notice I didn't build the palace, so I have no palace boosts at all affecting my people. This guy doesn't have chocolate. You see, I already thought that not everything was completely supplied. Or we make one, not enough. Seems we have enough chocolate. This was the island that needed chocolate. City 6. The reason why it doesn't have chocolate is because the source doesn't have chocolate. I use all these ships to sort stuff that comes out of world fairs. If you have like 6 world fairs everywhere, you produce a lot of items, and I sort them. By the way, here's the first wine. I already said, fine production with some items. you realize that you also can buy chocolate from Kahina, we should produce enough. Here's my coffee production. They're also all boosted by items. I like the Oxford electrical bell a lot to reduce workforce. Here's a bit of chocolate production. I really experimented with setups for coffee, like how can you produce the maximum. See, 450%. It's very nice if you ask me. And here I have the same. 200, 300. Yeah, it's a little bit lower, but it's nice. But there's no production now. I think I boosted the oil production because I had not enough oil for everything at the moment. I think we just have to wait. When everything on your island is boosted by fuel stations, you need a lot of oil everywhere. And you see I run out of influence. I had them built up all, but I had to demolish a lot of museum parts. If I would have the palace, it would be easier. Oh, iron shortages. Ah, that explains a lot. It was my secondary city. You see I built a lot of attractiveness over here. It's nice for special visitors. I also built my beer over here. Also boosted with oil. You see here, it's not really close to the trade union. So you don't really need to be close to it because it has a very long range. Where's my ship? It's ready. Good. The Hai Kong 3. Chocolate ship came here. Not a lot of chocolate, but some chocolate. Let's wait for the big ships. Yeah, the first ship is on the way, most probably. Here I built my first big cigar island. I'm normally not very... I normally not pursue cigars. See the oil of oil. You can see here I don't have them very close to the production. Here I have my penny farthings production or bicycle production. Needs a lot of iron, and the iron is made over here. Oh, and this guy, all our ironwork and foundries is also working for the oil production, but I also didn't know. So in the future I will really use it for oil production. And over here I have a lot of brass production, also the bechamel converter in there. Yeah, I could use some more mooring over here, but we don't have any more coast. And here I started my second production cell for if need be. Oh, it's not only on that part. And see, I've boosted it by 50%, that's why we had riots. Over here see my chocolate production. Seems we have enough sugar and enough chocolate. Yeah, we do have enough chocolate. So it's weird there would be a shortage over here. Like there's no need for a shortage. Ah, the ships have arrived. That's nice. So, chocolate is fixed over here. So all cities have everything supplied. Yeah, even here we have all chocolate supplied. We have a few guys that are not in the electricity range, so I didn't upgrade them. So I hope you like the view on this build up, and my aim was 100,000 investors without visiting the Cape, and then I was successful in that pursuit. And yeah, the aim was so building a lot of world fairs to accomplish this and boost into a lot of high-end users items, and I did. So that's nice. If you ask me, that it works. Let's see how many world fairs I had exactly. So you have 6 world fairs running in the different cities. This is one of the islands where I sort stuff. You can see I have bechamel and the smokestack act ready for oil wells. Not that I gonna pursue that over here, but it's nice to know that I could if I wanted to. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this look around, and I recorded this with my new microphone, so hopefully the sound is a bit better. That was fun. Over here I have all the pigs, you see, all my pig production. I have no vulgarity, so even with pig production I've brought it back to 0. You see, extra maintenance costs, but no negative attractiveness. Same here, and the same here. Isn't that nice? Iron is supplied again. Let's see, yeah, iron is going up. Very nice. So this was some look around in 100,000 investor build up in only the old world. I hope you enjoyed that. Have a nice day.